What's up? It's your boy Kanye Meat Rider 6906. And well, today we're talking about 2007. The year of many fucking albums, and the year 50 Cent officially quit rap. Yep, that happened. That 100% happened. He stuck by his word. He said he'll do it, and he did it. I did a little poll a while back on which was the best rap year in the 2000s, like the latter half, and y'all niggas picked 2007. So, you know, hypothetically, y'all should be tuned in, and y'all should be watching this, right? This shouldn't fucking pan out like the 2006 video where I get like 3 views. Nah, but on some real shit, 2007 is probably my favorite rap year in the 2000s, simply because of one album, but also just a lot of good shit came out this year. I mean, come on, you got Kanye, Lupe, and Kanye and Lupe. There's more, it's just that's all I know right now. But let's get into it. I mean, I guess this time, since I have more albums, we're gonna break it into 5 different albums. 5 albums that I really think deserve the award of the best albums of 2007 for hip-hop. And we're gonna look at what albums won album of the year this year, and like what was just big around this time, you know? So let's get into it. So real quick, let me just knock this off the fucking board. Probably the biggest fucking rap song of 2007 was Crank That by Soulja Boy. This shit was fucking everywhere. I would know. I was one. No, some real shit. Really look back at the song. It doesn't really go that hard. It's like very, very fucking dated. But I gotta admit, Soulja Boy did impress me. Well, I mean, it's impressive how big Soulja Boy got. To think that nigga was the same age I am now kinda pisses me off. This nigga got that big with no YouTube, no real, like, I mean, he did it with the internet, but no YouTube and shit. All at age 17. Clearly, my life is over. I'd probably say, like, Kanye with Stronger was probably the second biggest rap song in 2007, but we're not on Kanye yet. And if you couldn't tell, Graduation is definitely going to be on this list. Let's go on to number 5. I don't know. I didn't really want to give this album the number 5 spot, maybe number 4, but who gives a fuck? Jay-Z's American Gangster, which was like kind of like a clapback from his previous album, which apparently people don't fucking like, but like, I don't know. I don't think Kingdom Come's that bad. The album released November 6, 2007, and don't confuse it with the movie that came out the same exact fucking year, I think the same month or a month later. I mean, this nigga definitely knew what he was doing when naming this album that. There's a lot of fucking shit going on with this album. It's a good album. Like, I don't think it's Jay-Z's best album. I don't think it really stands out that much in his career. It's just better than his previous album. And you'd only really feel the impact of this album if you were in 2007. It's still a good album. It definitely deserves this top 5 spot, okay? Overall, I give this album a fucking 7 out of 10. Not bad. I need to fucking fix up my rating system. Now we're fucking reaching the controversial territory that I fucking love to dip my fucking toe in. That's not what I was gonna say at first. Released September 11th, 2007. The one, the only, Curtis by 50 Cent. Look, my nigga, I'm not saying this is like a totally better album than American Gangster, but it definitely stands out more. It's more memorable than that album, especially whenever it comes to 50 Cent's career. You're gonna always remember this album. Jay-Z fans are gonna have a hard time remembering American Gangster. Not bad, I'm just saying. And what can I say other than 50 Cent definitely did not quit making music after this shit, despite what he said. He did not win the fucking battle. It's definitely a standout of this year, and I just had to put it in the top 5. Come on, the standout singles on this shit, they do go hard. Straight to the Bank goes hard. I Get Money goes hard. AO Technology, a little bit dated, but I like the verses on it. And bro, probably the most underrated fucking 50 Cent song is on this album. Moving on up. Why does no one talk about this fucking song? This is literally the best 50 Cent song of all time. Either way, this album gets a 7 out of 10. Same score as the Jay-Z album is all fucking outrageous, bro. This whole fucking list would be invalid if I didn't talk about Shock Value. And here it is at number 3. Shock Value is, I mean, come on. For some reason, Timbaland's second studio album, but that doesn't really count, seeing how What's It Called It by Nelly Last Name was basically a Timbaland album featuring Nelly. But this is a good album. Released April 2nd, 2007. It was pretty early off in the year. I mean, there's not much I can say about this album. It's a Timbaland album, and it has so many iconic fucking classics and bangers and hits and songs that we still know to this day. I mean, you got the remix to Apologize, you got Give It To Me, which was memed on like hell with that Zoolander clip. One meme ruined Zoolander and Give It To Me. Congrats, TikTok. You ruined 2 good things at once. And The Way I Are goes hard. There's other songs, but like, these are definitely the standouts, and they definitely hold the album. The album has a lot of good production on it. I mean, it's a Timbaland album. It'd be weird if I didn't put this on the list. Also, real quick, I don't know why I just didn't record it. This album gets an 8 out of 10. Lupe Fiasco claps back with The Cool, an album that I think is probably, at times, it's pretty fucking good. I'd still say it's a good album. I mean, I'm still gonna give it a fucking 8. It's right here at number fucking 2. But it's nowhere near as good as Food and Liquor. I'm sorry. It's just the production isn't nearly as good as it was in that album. I mean, his flow is a little bit better in this, but I feel like that energy that we got from that previous album, the little punch, is kind of gone. This is still a good ass album though. I like how the production, you know, isn't like all, like there's basically less samples going on here, you know, more experimental shit, some shit you would probably hear Drake on, even though I fucking hate Drake, eat a dick. This album's pretty fucking good. There's a lot more singing going on, you know, so if you fuck with that, more of that going on. Standouts are definitely like Superstar, you know, that's a pretty fucking big one from this album, probably one of Lupe's biggest songs. I like The Coolest, that's pretty good. High Definition features Snoop Dogg, that's pretty good. I like Little Weapon, I like the little energy going on with that song. Honestly, this album just isn't as good as the previous one. It's like, I kind of wish we got some a little bit more similar with this album, but we do literally have a sequel to that album that released a couple years later. But, you know, it's still Lupe doing his old Lupe thing, you know, being good and shit. And I need more Lupe. This is probably the last time you're ever gonna hear me mention Lupe on this fucking channel. So I give the album an 8 out of 10. I'm gonna try to be as brief as fucking possible with this damn album, because I've already talked about this album multiple times. It is the one, the only Utopia by Travis Scott. Nah, I'm playing around. That wasn't even a funny joke. It's Graduation by Kanye. Come on, bro. I mean, just come on, bro. Do I even really have to talk about why this is the best album of 2007? Oh, best rap album? Best album in general, but as of this list, best rap album. I mean, it is the album of that year. Probably for the longest amount of time, it was the Kanye album. What I'm trying to say is this album is amazing. Now, I'm not going to touch on it too much, you know. Most of y'all have probably already seen my Kanye video. I appreciate that. But, I mean, the fuck on. Standout of the entire album. The entire album is the standout. That's the standout. I don't know. Let's be talking about something that hasn't already been talked about. This fucking artwork. No, niggas have already talked about that. How the yay, how the Y and the W are uppercase. That's kind of cool. Look, this is just a good fucking album. I don't really have much to talk about. It hasn't already been said. This is a well-crafted album. I love the production. I love the big grandiose vibe. I love the stadium songs, you know. I could literally recite the lyrics to all the fucking songs. No, I can't, but I can do it with most of them, at least half of them, and half of those songs, but still, this is a good ass album. I was gonna do this little funny thing where I give it a 9 out of 11, but then I mean I'm giving it an 8 out of 10, so have fun with that logic. It gets a 9 out of 10. It's near perfect. Fucking near perfect. And that's about it with this year. I know you probably wanted a little bit more of what the fuck was going on this year, but come on, dog. I gotta hurry and push this video out. I'd say 2007 was probably that last year with like all the crunk shit going on, all that little bling. I don't know how to describe it. Ringtone rap definitely died this year, but it had a big ass explosion this year with fuck Crank That. That's like the last big ringtone rap song, and even that was recorded in 2006. From this point on, we're getting to some weird shit. 2008, 2009, and I may have to just touch shit that isn't really, you know, hip hop, because those years don't really have heavy hip hop influences. I already know what I'm probably gonna do for 2009, but 2008, that's a doozy. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really appreciate y'all subscribing. Check out my music. I dropped the song like 2 days ago. You should probably, I don't know, check it out. Yeah, I just appreciate y'all sticking with me, watching my channel, seeing where my channel takes me. I appreciate y'all. I'm out.